My silver.
My silver, we're going to throw it back to the NBA. With this MVP race, I think it's like a 5-guy race, in my opinion, right now, between James Harden, Luka Doncic, LeBron, Giannis, and I think you could throw Anthony Davis in there as well with how he's playing on defense. But for some reason, we're not getting enough press and enough coverage on Giannis right now. I don't think we are. You got a guy who's the reigning MVP and on a winning team, but Luka Doncic is literally getting all of Giannis's press. Like, I don't really hear about Giannis anymore. Dude dropped 50 and nobody even talked about it. And
this was the second page in the paper, yeah.
And I think his average in assists has gone up this season. He's done a lot better with making plays, which has been a struggle for him lately. He's done it a lot
shooting
better.
From the perimeter.
He's shooting from the perimeter more and at a better clip. And so I'm just like, where we had a lot of people were saying all these things about how all these things in Giannis's game that is going to keep him from being, the next superstar and all these kind of things. And he is improving in these areas and putting up the right numbers, but he's not getting the attention I think he deserves.
MVP is really fickle. You see this all the time. I mean, just recently, Russell Westbrook and James Harden kind of caught waves of statistical analysis, like James Harden with his advanced analytics and Russell Westbrook with the triple-double. I mean, you see this. You'll see Michael Jordan, for instance, was running the table with MVPs. And then, the writers got bored of voting for him. And so, let's throw Karl Malone an MVP.
Same thing happened to LeBron.
So, it's part of it is, you got to look at circumstance. First of all, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, they're not winning the MVP because they take away votes from each other.
Yep.
So, it's a 3-person race in reality. And so, it's going to be Luka Doncic who's going to get all the press because he's in a bigger market. He's the new guy.
It's Dallas, though.
Dallas is a top 10 market in the
Dirk
United
is
States.
A top 10 player in the history of the game and played in Dallas his whole career. That's not. Come on now.
Well, but no, I'm just saying versus Milwaukee.
No, I hear you.
Milwaukee, when you're the third attraction in that state behind the Badgers and the Packers, there's a couple reasons why Giannis is not getting the attention he's getting. It has nothing to do with his on the court presence, but this is why people talk about, I'm going to leave Oklahoma City for the Bay. Sometimes you do get neglected in the markets. This is something Donovan Mitchell might think about in Utah. Like you're not going to get the same publicity in certain markets than you do in other markets. And this is just basic reality. It's what Giannis is going to have to go through in Milwaukee.
The Bucks just beat the Clippers by 28 tonight. Giannis had 27-11.
Yeah, that I think Eric makes a really good point about the market and how that really does affect guys, even though they say it doesn't. I think the biggest thing affecting Giannis this year as far as exposure is once you've seen how great somebody is, it's like, oh, okay, well, we already knew he was good, so he's not really doing anything out of the ordinary. And that's like, come on, man, appreciate greatness.
Yeah.
I think what Giannis has done, he's averaging 32 and a half rebounds and 5 assists a game. Has raised his 3-point percentage by 3%. So he's shooting 31% from 3, which for him is very respectable.
James is shooting 35.
You got to make people respect what you're doing. And we talk about Russell Westbrook shooting 22%. Like, exactly. I don't think there's a lot of people that respect his shot right now. And I think just Giannis is just, if you look over the NBA, and Niles, we talked about it a little bit with LeBron, when somebody's great, they might not always get the acknowledgement in the awards. But when we talk about who's the top 5 players in the game, you know who we're going to mention in that, 2-3 range? Giannis.
For sure. I don't even know if I wouldn't put Luka in that 2-3 range right now. I think Luka's a top 10 player.
Is the flavor of the month, and when I say that, I don't mean that to knock his talent or ability. I
For
think
sure.
he's one of the best players in the league right now at 20 years old.
Exactly.
But what I am saying is, what Giannis is doing, I don't think Luka could carry the Mavs by himself.
Exactly.
Giannis has Chris Middleton, and Chris Middleton is an all-star and a really good player, but Giannis is head and shoulders
the best player on the team.
5 guys you want to start an organization with, a team with. Giannis is one of the first 2 names you're calling.
Exactly.
Well, also, you get to see, Luka has more of a finesse, a more pretty translatable game, whereas Giannis is more of brute force, power,
Dunking on
domination. A lot of people thought Kobe was better than Shaq. Why? Because Kobe's stuff just looked prettier than Shaq's. That's just part of it. It depends on your preference, but I think Luka, he's going to stuff the stat sheet a little more diversified than Giannis would.
Yeah.
And it's just little things like that will give you an edge. And also, this is what we saw with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Luka is literally being called Luka Legend. It's, he is what is set up to be the counter to Giannis. And he is a great counter in every single way. But it's just kind of funny because these guys are just both Eastern Europeans who came over here, international guys. They're both pretty much the same, but we want to show the juxtaposition and how different they are. But I really think Giannis, there isn't anything he could do. He's really not. He's doing better than his previous MVP season.
Right.
He should win it, but I do understand why people are looking at Luka right now because when he averaged 30 points for a triple-double for a very extended amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to get you attention.
Yeah.
Sorry, it will. So he's not going to be able to keep it up the whole year in terms of like 30, 10, and 10. But if he does, if Luka kept that up for the whole year, that's how he wins the MVP. He could actually win.
It's hard to win the MVP 2 times in the NBA. And I know this gets Niles mad when I talk about it.
Yeah,
Steve Nash has 2 MVPs.
Steve Nash stole Kobe's MVP. 2006.
I love Steve Nash, as I'm sure most people do. But Kobe should have more than 1 MVP in his career.
My man averaged 35 a game, and they gave that to Steve Nash, bro.
D'Antoni stole that award, not Steve Nash, because it was the system that made him. And you saw it again with James Harden. D'Antoni has stolen.
Hold on. I want to defend Kobe's MVP too, but we're not gonna take a dump on Steve Nash like that. Chill out, bro.
Well, no, it's just like when you are
Steve Nash is amazing.
When you're a great player that's put in a system that makes you 10 to 15%
that system
more
was
efficient.
perfect. For
I'm
him,
not
though.
saying Steve Nash was crap. I'm saying he was put in the system to make him peak optimal. Steve Nash.
That was
versus
perfect.
Kobe wasn't, the triangle wasn't always the thing that made Kobe the best. He even complained about it when he was playing there. And so when you have a system that literally maximizes the stats, it'll help you when people are looking at the MVP sheet. They don't always take the eye test. They sometimes just look at the sheet of what your statistics were over the year. And when you have a system that, boosts your stats a little artificially, that's how Harden and Nash win these MVPs, and that's how Luka could win.
Because that year the Lakers had no system. It was just Kobe go out and score, Smush Parker get the fuck out the way. So
high difficulty points.
That was their offensive scheme. Kobe taking bad shots and them going in. So I get it. But that was definitely Kobe's MVP. And it's just like LeBron's won 4. Honestly, LeBron should probably have 7 MVPs. Dude is the best player in the world. So
Mike should have an MVP for every year he played in the league.
Literally.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan should have
Malone shouldn't have that MVP. He wasn't MVP that year.
Sure. Yeah.
But he was in a Jerry Sloan system with John Stockton that maximized his stats. And that's what you're looking for when you're trying to get the MVP thing. You just want to be the flavor of the month that maximize your stats that year. You can take it away from someone who's better than you.
Yeah, that's real. That's Russell Westbrook's triple-double season. I definitely think James should have won it that year. So it's interesting how these MVPs go, and it looks like they just get tired of the person after they win it that one time. And it's like, this is the reigning MVP is having a better season. Like that, I don't know. It irks me, man. I don't know. Well, sorry, Giannis. I got you, though. If I had a vote, I'd vote for Giannis.
Oh, well. So we're moving on to our golds, right?
I think that, let's do it.
Yeah, so should we go Russell first?
Yeah, you go, Russ.
Yeah, Russ, what's your goal?